I knew those two would get in trouble. This time, Apocalypse will pay dearly. As soon as I get my hands on him, I swear I'll pluck him. All right, let's focus. Calm down. First things first, figure out exactly where the hell I ended up. And especially when. A young woman. Elegant, melancholic. A nice subject. Shame about the frame. Looks like a piece is missing. It's the capital of a column. I see an engraving. 𝘁𝗶𝗺𝗏𝗵𝗁. It's the capital of a column. I see an engraving. 𝘁𝗶𝗆𝗏𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍. A neoclassical statue. She looks like the woman in the painting. A colorful amphora. There's a label. 3C-7F. Looks like a big candle, but it has no wick. It's also rather heavy. An old writing desk. The drawers have no handles and seem to be hermetically sealed. Top secret. This crate seems tightly sealed. An ancient scroll. I can only make out these words. Thrice dark moon, 4 seals broken, 9 tears, 0 redemption. There are a lot of safety deposit boxes. Darn, I must be in some kind of bank vault. An ancient scroll. Thrice dark moon, 4 seals broken, 9 tears, 0 redemption. No luck. This one won't work either. A neoclassical statue. She looks like the woman in the painting. It's now completely jammed. So what do I do now? I'm stuck in here. I have to find another way out. And this? A small key with a number. Someone must have hidden it in here. There are a lot of safety deposit boxes. Darn, I must be in some kind of bank vault. I think it's the key to one of the deposit boxes. Let's see what's inside. There's a note. I, Henry Drake, Baron of Whirlight, writing these words in the stillness of shadow, testify that after long nights spent amidst the dust of books and forgotten scrolls, I have finally recovered the most arcane and precious of artifacts. After the ill-fated incident of Bonetown, I thought any hope of recovery was lost. Yet fate, along with the fervor of my research, guided me through the darkness. I will never allow it to fall into unworthy hands. I shall guard this secret jealously in my private collection. To my dame in black, silent guardian of my hopes, I offer eternal gratitude. Her heart is the lantern that lights my path. What strange drawings. There's also this old plaque, Elizabeth. The page I found in the safety box. The shape seems to match. Something clicked. Better take a closer look. Jackpot. A really nice necklace. It was well hidden in the frame's pattern. A necklace with a beautiful blue sapphire. Compared to the painting, the lady is only missing the necklace. Now it's a perfect copy of the painting. Ingenious. A tiny flame has been lit on the plate held by the statue. Her heart is the lantern that lights my path. The Baron was truly infatuated with this dame. A flame. Maybe I can melt it. Someone hid this inlay inside the candle. I wonder why. Fits perfectly. These inlays are movable. Maybe I can do something with them. The page I found. Found it. Something happened. One of the drawers has opened. Finally, here's the Baron's secret. A fake warhammer? I don't get it. So much trouble for an obviously phony artifact? I don't see how this thing could open such a big door, but since I'm desperate, I'll try. Maybe it wasn't so fake after all. And here I thought all those numbers would mean something. This place reminds me of something. An ancient book, possibly medieval. It says here it's a quantum bell. A strange machine. It has a big crank at the top. What happens if I turn it? Cool! It's a power generator. But when I stop cranking, it turns off. That's the entrance. But it's barred. How strange. I see something inside, but this grate is tightly screwed on. An empty water jug. There's also a paper cup. Maybe it could come in handy. A new conquest of science. Phosphorescent trilobite, the result of genetic engineering designed to feed on plastic and convert it into natural scraps, similar to sawdust. Kindly donated to our museum by the brilliant Dr. S. Cooper. Remarkable. I had never heard of it before. Fantastic. Just what we needed now. A flying whale. Something tells me I'm in the future. Doesn't work. Probably because there's no power. Skeleton of a Martian emperor penguin. The things they do to sell a ticket. What is it? Wait, it looks to be turned off. Fantastic. Just what I needed is a giant Terminator. I wonder how I can turn you on. There are lots of souvenirs. What a strange coin. It says Bitcoin, the currency that changed the world. Can't be that valuable if they left it unattended. A giant monitor, but it's off. Maybe I could try removing the screws with this. I did it, but the coin got damaged. Let's see what's inside. An old crowbar. I wonder what the person who put it here intended to do with it. Good idea. There's something inside. There's a large magnet. That doesn't make sense. Difficult. This little guy will clean up the world. It eats plastic without leaving any polluting residue. So this little guy should love eating plastic. Let's try. Wow! It's some kind of flying robot that vacuums dirt. I'm definitely in the future. I could collect the scraps. The scraps went straight into the cup. Doesn't seem to have any metal parts. Yeah! I blocked the drone with the magnet, and the light turned on. Now that the power's back, it seems to float. Let's see how it works. Strange. The sound seems to come from elsewhere. An ancient book, possibly medieval.
Oh, finally, a visitor. Come closer. I don't bite. How can I help you?
are you, big guy?
I'm an educational robot.
You don't look the type.
Confirmed. But I was repurposed. I used to be a bending robot. I was a real artist. I bent metal rods at children's parties. Sometimes I miss those little brats.
So now you're an educational robot.
Confirmed. I'm an educational robot, but I used to bend metal rods at children's parties.
Maybe you can help me. When did I end up? I'm sure this is 𝘁𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗵𝗵, but it's completely different.
What a strange question. It's the year 2045.
In the future, just as I thought. So, what's 𝘁𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗵 like today?
I have no information about that. I'm disconnected from the network. I only retain information about the museum's exhibits.
I saw a strange bell at the entrance,
Confirmed. It was one of the last attractions installed.
but I still don't get how it works.
It's a quantum bell. When it vibrates, a bell in another room actually rings. Hard to hear without special instruments.
What special instruments are you talking about?
The bell vibrates at a certain frequency. But with the appropriate instruments, it can resonate and amplify the effect. In that case, it would be heard from a great distance.
Okay, thanks. See you later.
Hasta la vista.
It's a huge eye. I wonder what it represents. Let's see how it works. According to the robot, another bell should be ringing. There's one last little bottle left, and it's barely hanging on. Just a little tap would be enough to make it fall. Doesn't work. It looks like it's built with an anti-impact system. Think, Margaret, think. Maybe it needs something drastic, if not downright revolutionary. Might work. Seems tamper-proof. Traditional methods won't do. I have to think outside the box. An old airplane. Looks like it's still in decent shape. I may have just had an idea. If I can't get it running, I could use it as a battering ram to get out of here. Not sure if it even works, though. Still spinning? Doesn't work. Seems dry. Aviation helmet collection. Someone left a backpack here. Let's see if there's anything useful inside. I was hoping for something better. An old Polaroid and a photo album. There are still some nostalgic souls in the future. The moon, the first step towards the stars. A Polaroid. Vintage always has its charm. I better not. Not bad. I'll add it to the album. I'd like to understand what it is first. I better not. Not bad. I'll add it to the album. I better not. 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 I don't believe so. That doesn't make sense.
How can I help you?
What special instruments are you talking about?
The bell vibrates at a certain frequency, but with the appropriate instruments, it can resonate and amplify the effect. In that case, it would be heard from a great distance.
Okay, thanks. Can you tell me what that eye represents?
It's the all-seeing eye. The museum's curator wanted to immortalize his own eye in an artwork.
A bit megalomaniacal, maybe. I saw an airplane upstairs.
Confirmed. It's a tiger moth. This biplane, designed in 1931, trained generations of Royal Air Force pilots. Its 130 horsepower Gypsy Major engine could reach up to 175 kilometers per hour.
Is it still operational?
Confirmed. But it would need fuel.
And I suppose there aren't any fuel cans at the museum.
Confirmed. But it's an old model. Fuel back then was very simple. Just mix an acidic substance with something energetic. Once mixed properly, it's good to go.
So I might actually get it running. It could be my ticket to get out of here. See you later.
Hasta la vista.
Difficult. Not bad. I'll add it to the album. I better not. I better not. Now that the power's back, it seems to float. Let's see how it works. Strange. The sound seems to come from elsewhere. According to the robot, another bell should be ringing. Last specimen of Sicilian lemon. Then it says the case opens with biometric detection. I wonder what that means. Last specimen of Sicilian lemon. Then it says the case opens with biometric detection. I wonder what that means. I better not. I better not. I better not. There's nothing left. Empty. That's absurd. I better not. I better not. It's empty. Last specimen of Sicilian lemon. Then it says the case opens with biometric detection. I wonder what that means. A young woman. Elegant, melancholic. That doesn't make sense. The museum curator. Let's see. It opened. Hooray! A nice juicy lemon. I better not. That's absurd. Difficult. I don't believe so. That's absurd. I don't believe so. I already have this photo. I better not. A nice ripe lemon.
How can I help you?
What special instruments are you talking about?
The bell vibrates at a certain frequency, but with the appropriate instruments, it can resonate and amplify the effect. In that case, it would be heard from a great distance.
Okay, thanks. So now...
Confirmed. I'm an educational robot, but I used to bend metal rods at children's parties.
See you later.
Hasta la vista.
Could you bend this, iron bar?
What a splendid piece of metal. Confirmed. I still have old bending programs stored in memory. You can choose between flower, heart, or tuning fork.
Let's try with the tuning fork.
Let the music flow through you. Give me the piece of metal.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's an energy drink. 100% energy. Right. Let's make good fuel. I better not. Now it's ready to go to the moon. An old airplane. Looks like it's still in decent shape. I may have just had an idea. If I can't... Maybe this time it'll work. Come on! Oops. Oh my God!